IKEA has put out Halloween and fall items. Let's go take a look to see what they have. And when I came into IKEA today, they had like a little event going on. So they had like raffles. They were giving away stuff, and all you had to do is be part of the like IKEA family. So you have the little app, and then it has your little thing. They scan it, and then they gave you like a bunch of raffle tickets. They had cake. They had all kind of stuff. I didn't go to all of the events because when I got there, the events were starting to about. Some of them were like an hour or 2 hours away from when I got there. So I really couldn't stay around for them. But I did see some of the things that were going on. These chairs are so nice. We are in the hunt for Halloween stuff, but these chairs I thought was so cute. And I'm just loving like corduroy looking like pieces. So they have them, and they have it in another color too that I'll show you. The IKEA merch I think is kind of cute too. Remember back in the day when everybody was taking like those bags and they were making like different things and stuff like that? But now you could just buy IKEA merch with the IKEA logo and stuff on it. The bucket hats are my favorite. Those were also one of my favorite, the DIYs too, when everybody was making the pieces from the bags. Those were one of my favorite. These are some of the Halloween finds. So the doormats at IKEA are always nice. They're a nice size doormat too. $13.99 for these. I think that is a good deal. And they had like different options in. The ghost one was my favorite. And then these little dogs. So this is not Halloween, but just something cute. And this is $20 for these. And then they have a cat one too. So if you're a cat person or a dog person, they have different options for you. The little mugs, $5 for a mug to me is always a good price, a good size mug too. And it looks like the little doormat too. So IKEA is nice and simple, and they'll just have like a few designs and they'll put that on different things. I like the simplicity of the pieces at IKEA, and I also like how they always set up the room. So I always pop in. A lot of time, it takes them a long time before they change rooms at my IKEA. But when they do have a new room, I do like to take a little peek. And I like how they always have different size spaces too. So if you have a big space, if you have a small space, they'll give you like all these different options. And the rooms really look lived in to me. So it looks like, that it's functional for how people really live. Like I don't mind like a minimalist look, but I do like reality because we have things, people have things. So I like to see when it all comes together and how that gives me a better picture of how I can actually live in the space if I wanted to. I like how they'll mix the different prints, but then they'll have different ones that you'll see in different spaces. I like it all. I like the natural made looking pieces. This right here, I thought this would make a nice bar cart. So if you put you could put your cups, you could put your drinks there, and only $35 for this. So if you look like a small space or something like that, and you don't need like a really big bar cart, I think that would be cute. And you could still decorate it like you would do your normal bar cart for different seasons and stuff like that. I was looking at this, I was thinking this might be good for crafting, but it was a little bit pricey because it was like almost $20 for that right there. I always look at the throw blankets, and I always look to see if they have any new sofas or anything like that in. A lot of them they keep and they just, go through them, but sometimes they'll throw in a new little sofa. The lighting too at IKEA, I always take a look at that. This one right here was $100. He always has like some fun lighting options, and again, something that they'll just set up and you can be able to see how it'll look all together. This table I thought was nice. $170 for that. Nice and simple. And if you're looking for like a little pop of gold, but like not too much gold, I think with the combo with the glass and the gold, that always works together. This room has been the same for a while at my IKEA, but it is a nice room. And if I had like a study kind of space, I might do something similar to that, but just like a little like more neutral colors than the darker colors. This room, they gave it a revamp. I like it. So I like the way the sofa looks. $1,900 for that sofa. It's always a nice room that they have, but they changed the table setting. They changed the table. They changed the chairs in here. So I'm kind of loving it, especially with the sofa and the combo, the lighting, all of that. So I always, like I said, I go into all of the little spaces at IKEA, whether it's a space that I have or a space that I don't have, just to get like some inspiration. This is a new kitchen setup too at my IKEA. Love it. Nice, neutral, and this is giving fall. So that little vase right there, they've had that for a while at IKEA, but the way they put it all together with the table setting, the sideboard, all of it is just so cute. And the little accent wall too. The little island, and again, this looks like functional, like something that you would really see, because this is how a lot of kitchens are set up now with the island, even in like in apartments and stuff, because I am looking to move, and even in apartments. So they have like the island space and then that little kitchen space. And this would be a good thing. And I also like how they always put the whole price for the room, so that you can get an idea for a budget too. So, but if you didn't have to put in the shelves and all that and stuff like that, you can get that, for way cheaper. This was one of the events. So they called it, she kept calling it a fashion event at the check-in, but it's called Dress the Table. So they're just showing you basically how to do table settings and different stuff. And most of these items you can get too from IKEA. So it was just like a fun little thing that they were doing. These bowls, super cute. And these come in a set of 2, so $9 for the set of 2, so that's like $4.50 for each one of those. This one, another room that I like, nice, simple. Like I said, I always try to pop in that one right there. That's been there for a while at my IKEA. This gives so fall. So, the bedding you can get at IKEA, like the little duvet covers and all of that and stuff like that with the storage there for that. Just nice, neutral. I think the bed was 8 something. And then, the sheets and all that and stuff like that. This one, $439. Okay, so a lot of people are converting their garages, different things like that. And I have been in a converted garage recently, and this space screamed the same size as the garage was. And this layout, loved it. Loved it. It was so perfect. So this is what you can get if you have like a certain size garage. You can get a 1-bedroom with a bathroom, a living room space, the kitchen space, and all that. And this just helps you like envision it, which I think is great. Or 2 New York small city apartments and stuff like that. So you can just get an idea of how you can work your space. And to me, you can really function in here. There's a lot of space. There's a lot of things. You can do a lot with it. This vanity combo right here, I think this is a good price for this combo. So it's going to be sold separate. So you're going to get the mirror, and then you're going to get the table and, the glass top on the table. I don't think that comes with it. I think you have to buy that piece extra, but it's still a good price. It's just a little bit over $300, and it is a good size. This right here, I love going through the bottom area of my IKEA so you can see all the kitchen stuff, all the giblets and giblets of the pieces. A lot of them, they stay the same, but some they do change. This one right here, this was my first time seeing that at my IKEA. Just a lot of good pieces. I don't know what you would really, that would be like a fruit bowl or something like that when you put in there, because it's not really like a serving bowl or anything like that, but I just like the look of it. I love the look of wood pieces and stuff like that in the kitchen. I love like natural pieces. These bowls, this comes in a different color too. A lot of nice dish sets. They have like their pretty pink one back there. They have like basic ones. These are great too. Like if you're starting out, I know the kids have already started off to college and different things like that. But if you're starting out, IKEA dishes, they have some good sets that you can grab, a lot of nice options. This, I like the texture. And again, the color is given fall. So I like the texture on that one right there. That was the twin size. So the twin size was $70 for that. This one, another one that gives fall, and it comes in a set, $70 for that right there. Bath mats, so they have this in a pink, and then they have it in a blue. A nice little cute texture, and it was $10 for that right there. IKEA does have some cute bathroom stuff too, some nice bathroom accessories, like different things you can organize and different things like that. A lot of them are like staples. They're coming out with new colors for the little throw blankets, and those are like $3. And then you always have to look though, because they do go up in price. Not all of the throw blankets are $3. They'll go up and up different based on which one it is, but the basic ones that they've had for forever are like $3. The curtains, I get the curtains from IKEA. Love them. The sheer ones I like. If you like a little light to come through, you don't want to be all closed up, and they're good for layering too. So definitely check out the curtains at IKEA. That's the cat doormat. So you can get the cat, you can get the dog. And then they had this welcome one. I'm on the fence about welcome doormats, because somebody told me it like welcomes everything into your home. So that was my first time hearing that. I don't know if you've ever heard that. But so I'm on the fence now about getting welcome doormats. But they have the rugs, all of that. This one right here, I like the look of it. Again, I'm on the fence, but this one was on sale. So it's got like that high pile where the design is. And usually that's like, sometimes that's like hard to clean, but it is on sale and you can get it for $150 right now at IKEA, which is a good deal because it is a good size one. Some more Halloween finds. I like how they set up everything so you can get an idea too of how everything's gonna look. They have the tote bags, they have plates, they have serving plates, they have the little paper lanterns, they have wreaths, they have tea towels, they have a bunch of different things. And IKEA tea towels, just so you know too, they're great for DIY. So if you want to do like a little DIY, they do have pillow covers and stuff like that, but you can make like an easy DIY with the pillow covers. This one I feel like was my favorite piece of the Halloween pieces. So it's a bowl and then it has like the little top. I don't know, you put like maybe candy in it or something like that. But it was super cute. They have the cookie cutters. They have the, like I said, the tea towels. They have the plates. They have some plates in sets and some plates, like the bigger serving ones. They have those singular, the tea towels. They came, I believe, in a set. So you'll get both of those in there. And the tea towels at IKEA usually aren't that much. Just like the mugs, only $5 for the mugs. Super cute, super nice, and a good, decent size for a good cup of coffee, a tea. These came in a set, so you can get all 4 of the prints. Like I said, IKEA doesn't do a lot of different prints. They'll just have a few different prints. They stick with those and they put them on different things, but it works. It works for them. It's just nice. It's simple. It's easy. Basic Halloween colors. They have these lights in right here. Nice, super cute. And that was on sale too for $10.49 for those. And then they have the little jack-o'-lantern ones. So they're little paper ones, but they are the little jack-o'-lantern ones. I was trying to see if it would work. It wasn't coming on. I don't know if I was pressing the wrong button or what, but it didn't come on. But I'm assuming that it has like a decent little nice light to it. And these would be cute too to set up like maybe in the backyard. For the jack-o'-lanterns, I think they're a little more expensive, but they were on sale too. And then they have this set up, and you can see it's kind of the same thing, but just with slight differences. So it's like the same patterns, different things. So you'll see the ghost again in the serving tray, and then you'll see the spiderweb again, but this time it has like that orange background to it. Like I said, they pieces go together real nice, real easy. And a lot of things were on sale. Not like a huge sale, but a good price for them. And they're not that much to begin with. IKEA items usually aren't that much. And then you'll see they have the chair. So the corduroy chair, they have it in orange, which might be fun for the Halloween season. But if you like pops of color, you could just really use that all year round. And then they're showing you how you can use like the lanterns that they have and stuff, and maybe just put like a little orange candle in there. And then that has the Halloween kind of vibe to it and stuff like that. So that's a good one. More of the paper decor pieces. They have those up around in the area. Then they have some fall ones. And this is that little glass bowl with the top. So it's the bowl with the top and then like the little ghost. Nice and simple. Nice, simple, cute. They have this little cat here too. But I think the ghost is like my favorite of the pieces for Halloween at IKEA right now. And then they have the little bags there, and those come in a set too. And again, the same prints. And then I always have to check out the as is. So it's like the return kind of section at IKEA. Mine at my IKEA has grown over the past year or so. So it used to be maybe 1/3, a half of this size probably. And now it is like much bigger. Some of the pieces like you saw up front, they were still in the boxes. So you just have to know, you have to look up and see how the piece looks. But a lot of them are going to be like return pieces that people return. Sometimes, to me, the prices still aren't low enough, especially a return. But sometimes you can get a good deal. This one right here, it looks like somebody started a project and then didn't finish. And then somehow they were allowed to return it. And it's still $125. To me, that's a kind of a large price for something that's like, half done, which is weird. And then we have the appliances. To me, this is another one that I don't think the discount is good enough on the appliances when they are returned. I don't know anyone that has ever really gotten the appliances from IKEA. Have you gotten appliances from IKEA? And how do they work? Like, are they good priced? Are they good appliances? Then they had a few fall pieces, and those are cute because you could put the little light underneath those, and they're like $10 for those right there. They have the advent calendars out, so you can get ready for Christmas. So this was like the only Christmas item that I was able to find there. But they have those out, and that was like $15, and it's like chocolate. You can grab those. But those are like all of my good finds that I've found at IKEA right now for the Halloween and fall season.